Hi, my name's Mark Webb. I'm a fish and game ranger. I've been here for a few years, seen a few changes in the habitat and hopefully a few changes that are beneficial in more recent time. The Hinds River is previously when I first started, so 30 or 40 years ago, was a really good fishery for kids because it produced lots and lots of little trout. It was really productive. Then it had a long period where very little fish life, kids all went away, no kids came and replaced them. But we're starting to see a few good sized trout come back, and that's really a function of having a stable water flow, or at least a continuous water flow. One of the projects I've been working on is first of all with the Hinds Drains Working Party, and more recently with the Hinds Hekia Water Enhancement Trust. And one of the priorities, if not the top priority for the Water Enhancement Trust, is to get good flows back in the Hinds Drain, or the Hinds River. So they're looking at the tributaries to the Hinds River, but also some wetland enhancement in the middle reaches to maintain flows in dry flow periods. So while it takes a while for the ecology of a river to respond, these are all moves that should have benefits to the habitat. So that's been quite a undertaking in the last few years.
Hi, my name's Peter Lowe. I'm chair of the Hekia Hinds Water Enhancement Trust. I first met Mark Webb 2014. Mark and I are part of the Hinds Drains Working Party, which was part of the Environment Canterbury Plan Change 2 process. Right from the start, Mark stood out as a man that was here to find solutions. He wasn't here to knock over farmers or locals. He was here to find solutions to the issues we faced. Following on from the Hinds Drains Working Party, Mark worked for the MAR governance group. That group funded, designed and built New Zealand's first MAR site. Mark was a big part of that. Following on from that, Webb was formed, which is a charitable non-profit trust, and Mark was one of the original trustees. We chose to have the farewell for Mark Webb down the lower Hinds River. The Hinds River was one of Mark's passion, and the habitat enhancement that he's been involved in this river, so very fitting we're at this spot.
Hi, I'm Phil Everest, a facilitator of the Lowlands Catchment Group and also a farmer at Flemington, so in the local area. I probably just want to say a few words about Mark specifically in terms of the contribution he's made to our district and to our knowledge base, and pushing things along, pushing the boundaries. I guess he was instrumental, as Peter's already said, in terms of the Plan Change 2 work, but that's further developed into enhancement of, say, the Windermere Drain, where he's been instrumental in putting in the rock groins and then following through with electric fishing what's happened. And that has actually driven the community and the catchment group to further enhance that environment to improve fish life and all aquatic species in those waterways. So that's a tributary in the end of many of these rivers. That particular one flows directly to Ahapua and then out to sea, but many of the other drains in the local district that the farmers are trying to enhance flow directly into the Hinds. So it would be great to be able to enhance the river here, particularly down at the lagoon, where so many people have been able to enjoy it in the past.
I've always found Mark very pleasant to work with. He's very hard working. His attitude is incredible. I think that there's no other individual that's done more to break down the us and them attitude between farmers and the NGOs that work in this area than Mark. That's just because his hard working, can-do attitude.